Hello and welcome to a new tutorial. In this series we are going to be learning how to create a login and registering system. Now it's very simple. All we use is a few classes and it will be perfect. Okay, so we start out with our database. You basically need to have a database so that you can store everything like your users and their info. I remember that there was this one form software, but it's called a PHP Nuke or something like that. It was some form software, and it offered some sort of member thing that doesn't rely on MySQL. So if you don't have it, then you should probably, or if you don't have MySQL, you should probably go and check that out. But I really recommend MySQL because it's the best. It's totally easy. It's amazing. So to manage my databases, I am using PHP and I made a database called _tutorial. You can make anything that you want, but for this I'm using tutorial. Okay, so now we need to create a table. We'll create one called users. And I don't know how many fields we'll have. One for ID, one for name, one for email, stuff like that. I'll just do 4. Okay, so we need our ID. This is essential. We'll give it auto increment. And then we're going to have username, var character, and we'll just do 225. And then password, which is a var character, and it'll be 32 length of 32. I'll explain why we choose 32 later. And then email, in case we want to email them anything. And let's save this. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go into our script, and we're going to create a file called session.php. This will be like the hub of all of our actions. Our forms will be sent to a file called process.php, which will then process the form and choose an action from session.php. Now, I'm not going to create all the classes or all the functions and stuff right now, but I'm just going to create the basic template of the class that we're going to use. Okay, so let's make this class, and we're going to start with our tags. And we're just going to say class session, and then under here, session equals new session. There we go, we have our basic class set up, and now we can access functions really easily outside of this session file. Let's create a little function, and I'll explain how you use it. Basically all we need to do is go like session hi. That is all. So if you include session into any of your other files, all you would have to do is say session and then whatever function you would need. It makes programming very easy. That's F5, going to here. Oops. Screwed up somewhere. Or not supposed to be there. Sorry about that. And there we go. That's pretty much it. So in our next tutorials and the future ones, we're going to start first with registering. We're going to insert our stuff into our database, and I'm also going to explain about the password, how the passwords are going to work. After that, we're going to do logins, then cookies, and so on and so forth. Hope to see you again soon.